Okay, we're going to take a look now at Google Calendar. So by default, your Google Calendar is set up by your name. It's attached to your email address. You'll be able to see any calendars that you have access to over here on the left-hand side. My calendars are ones that you own. Other calendars are ones you don't own. One that almost everybody's going to have are these holidays in the US. You can turn that off simply by clicking on the check mark. They go away, or you can leave those turned on. It's really up to you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new calendar. So to do that, you'll go to your settings menu, click on settings, and we're going to scroll down to add calendar. And we're going to really create a new one. So I'm going to create a calendar just for this class, Google Fundamentals. You can go ahead and change description, time zone, all that good stuff. And it's going to create the calendar. So what I'm doing is I'm creating this separate calendar for just things that are related to this course. You might do the same thing for an ensemble that you teach or a class that you teach. So when I come back here, now I'll see on the left-hand side that Google Fundamentals is one of my course options. What's kind of fun is with the three-dot menu, you can change the color that these events are going to show up, which I like doing. I like keeping all of my calendar colors different. It's going to show up that way for you. This is where you'll also have some share settings and some sharing options. So if you scroll down from after clicking on share, you'll see what some of the different options are. You can make it completely public. You can make it available to people who are within the University of the Arts, or you can share it with specific people. So for example, I'm going to share it right now just with myself. So now that this calendar will also be visible on my personal calendar, you could make it available to the public and get a shareable link. That way, say all of the band parents or all of the students could access what's on that calendar. It's really up to you how you want to handle that. All right, so let's go back and I'm going to start creating an event. The first event for this class is our meeting on June 14th. So I'm going to go ahead and click. And I'm going to type this event class meeting, and I'll put 7:00 p.m. So from right here, you'll see that you're creating the event. You have the date. You can add a time. I added the time up there. You can add guests, Google Meet, some stuff. But first thing I need to do is I'm going to change this down here. It's not my personal calendar. I'm putting it on the Google Fundamentals calendar. And now you'll see it's that purple color. There are some other options, but I think I'm going to save this for now. And you'll see what it looks like, class meeting. Now, when we were back in that event, there was an option for more options. Had I clicked on that, I'm going to also click on the edit. This is what we would have seen. So now we've got the full gamut of options here. So the date and the time does not repeat. Well, this event happens 3 times. So actually, I do want it to repeat. I could have it repeat daily, weekly, monthly, annually. I use annually a lot for birthdays to help me remember. It'll come up every year, the same date. You can also create it as a custom repeat. So this course repeats once a week on Tuesdays, and it's going to end. Our last course meeting is June 28th. So click done. Great. So now I've got it repeating weekly until the 28th. I can add Google Meet conferencing. If I click on this link, it would automatically add a Google Meet link. I'm not going to do that because we meet on Zoom and not Google Meet. I could add a specific location if we were going to somewhere. Notifications. So if I wanted to have myself notified of this event 10 minutes prior, or I could have it really notify me any amount of time prior. That's a notification. Let's see. I can talk about whether I'm busy or not. Down here, let's take a look. This is where I can add the description of what we're going to do during this course. I can also add attachments here. So I could go add an attachment. It would take me to my Google Drive, and I could pick a specific document that I wanted to attach to this event. Like maybe it would be the agenda for what we're going to do at our first class meeting. So I could go ahead and click a document here, upload something from my computer, my Drive, whatnot. I could also create meeting notes. So by simply clicking on create meeting notes, it's going to create a new document that will automatically be shared with anybody who has access to this event. So we could have that meeting notes be added right away. So that's just one little click. Other things that you're probably going to want to do are going to be adding guests. So if I knew specifically all of your email addresses, I could go through and I could type all of those things right here. Again, for now, I'll just invite myself. And then the permissions for those guests. Can they modify the event, invite other people, or see the entire guest list? So I have really a lot of different options when I'm creating this event on my calendar. So I'm going to hit save, and it's asking if I want to invite my guest. Sure, why not? This is going to send an email to whoever I've invited saying you've been invited to this event, and then it'll prompt them to add it to their calendar. Okay, so I've got my event. I have all the information there. I created our meeting notes. Maybe I put our link in it, all of that good stuff. We still have a couple more options that I will show you. So here's our event. From here, again, I can continue to edit. I can delete it. I can check out those meeting notes. And some other options, I could print the event if I wanted to. So I just clicked the three little dots, that more menu. I could duplicate the event if I wanted it to happen again. Copy it to a different calendar. But another one I want to show you is this, the publishing. So if I publish this event, what's kind of cool is it's going to give me two different codes. One is an HTML code, so I could upload that onto my website so that somebody who clicked on it could add the event to their calendar. I can also get a link to the event that I could send to someone for the same thing. So I can send, for example, all of you this link to this calendar event. You click on it and it will automatically add it to your calendar. I'll show you what that looks like. Copy the link. Let's open up a new tab. I'm going to paste that link and you'll see it opens up. There's the event on my calendar. If I hit save, it would save it to my calendar. Now, I'm the one who created the event, so I don't need to save it, but that's a really easy way to get somebody else to add an event to their calendar just by publishing it. All right, final thing to show you. I'm going to go over to Gmail because you can also add an event from Gmail. So if you're in an email and you want to make sure that you remember whatever that email is, you're going to make it a calendar event from within that email in your Gmail account. Again, find the three little dots, find your more menu, and you can create an event right there. What it will do, it's going to open up your calendar. It's going to, that's fine. It's going to automatically title it with the title of the email. It's copied the body of that email text here into the event. It added the guests, the people who are already in that email, and it even added the event time and date as it was specified in the email. So you can create a new event directly from your Gmail, which is pretty cool.